Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel Try It Yourself. And today I will be replacing my rear brake pads and rotors on my Ford Transit for the first time. Before, every time was taking it to the shop, Ford dealer to be more specific, but today I'm gonna try to do it yourself. Looked on the YouTube a few videos how the other guys do it, and we'll see what happens. First thing we do, removing the caliper. .13mm wrench. This side is actually not that bad, but the other one is gone. Next step is removing the caliper bracket. Also 15mm. When the bolts are super tight, you might need to have an extension to break the bolts, like to have some leverage. Wow. Before I put the new drum or new disc in there, I'm using this little tool to retrieve the piston and the caliper. Bought it in Advanced Auto Parts, but you can buy it probably in a lot of different auto parts stores. And to use this tool, in my opinion, it's easier when the caliper is back installed without the disc on the way. You find there's a whole bunch of different combinations that probably would work, if not on all cars, on most of the cars. So you find the one that actually works for you. In my case, is this side. So you anyway, on the Ford, the passenger side, you have to retrieve, you have to turn it counterclockwise to the left. The passenger side, you got to do it to the right. Apply a small pressure, stick 2x4 in the back so it wouldn't fall out on you against the spring. It takes a little bit time, but you want to retract this thing all the way inside so it's flush with the surface. Right there. You retract it all the way. When you put the new pads, don't mix them up. The one with the pin in the middle, that's the inner brake pad. The one without, I mean, if you buy, this is from Ford Motorcraft part. If you buy aftermarket, sometimes you don't have pins at all, but the one that goes on the inside always will have at least one in the middle. Install new sliders, or whatever the proper name for this thing is. And now we're ready to put this thing back together. Maybe I should clean it a little bit. There you go. Clean it a little bit, and it actually goes in. Line up the hole. Make sure the axle is clean. Just wiggle a little bit until you find its spot. There you go. And now with the hole, push in so you wouldn't jam the seal. Ford actually recommend change these bolts every time you replace the pads, but I guess I'll do it next time when I have this thing open. Alright, now put the bracket back on. now, caliper. Come here. Nice and easy. Before we put the rubber boot on, make sure the rubber boot is in place. So we're going to do the bottom. And now we're ready to put the tire back on. Last thing you do after you change the brake pads, make sure that oil inside differential is full. To do that, you just remove this plug. This is 3/8 drive. If oil's gonna start dripping from the hole, then you're good, which I doubt that's gonna happen after what we lost. I don't have special vinyl, so you can make something quick out of cardboard. I think we're good. Replace the plug. And that's how you change the brake pads on the Ford Transit.